Hello, and welcome to episode 18 of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. When we left off last time, we were busy setting up our archery dwarves and assigning them equipment and having a little bit of trouble. I did look up how to do that, and my understanding is you don't actually have to assign the quivers to the dwarves, they just get them. So I do want to make a couple little changes here to my archery room. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go and take out a couple of these targets on either end, like that. And once that's done, we're going to go ahead and clear out, we're going to carve out a channel on either side of the room here, so if the bolts kind of go wild and hit the walls, they'll still be recovered. So in order to do that, we're actually going to need to dig out another row right there, like so. So that they can get going with that. You actually get that that top space channel also. Okay, so that's done. So now we can set to channel to this area first, like so. To this space, and we'll like that. Then my miner should come up and start digging that out. Excellent. Okay, so that should leave a pretty decent area for bolts to drop down at. Now, I need to make sure that my dwarves actually have their assigned thing. So my dwarves should be changing areas now. Natcher, protect the children. Oh no. Okay, let's have a look here. Zoom to location. Yeah. Goblin thief. Okay, so what we need to do is go to units. We're going to look at others. And there he is. So we're going to zoom to the unit. Oh, he's way over there. Uh-oh. Okay. So we're going to have a look at him. Let's see. You... follow him. He's going off screen. He's already out of there. So we were late on that. So he might have actually snatched a kid. That's not cool. So we need to build restraints here and get our dogs up. It's like we need one there, and I need another one. So let's put up a job to make a rope. Let's make a cloth rope. Make one. And let's set that as max priority. Now someone's going to go install that one chain, and I'm going to stick a dog on it so that I get a bit of an advance notice when I have stuff like that showing. Of course, we're still carving out that little area there. So I'm going to need to set up an access to this area also. Okay, caravan has arrived. We can get a an anvil now. Sweet. I've been waiting on this for a while. All right, let's just make sure that they can get in here, and let's go ahead and start moving some trades over here. So we want to grab our crafts. Okay. And let's see. I see what's in here. I'm gonna have to make sure that we don't our amulet. So let's pull up my little cheat sheet here. I have another little PDF cheat sheet that has the actual Yeah, the what the designations mean. So these little icons indicate the quality of the item. So I'm looking for one that's in italics. That's the one that I want to not move. So let's scroll here, see what we got. Looks like it's not there. Okay, so let's check this one. And when they have multiples, that just means that it was made out of higher quality material. I really want to make sure that we don't accidentally sell our artifact. See it. I think we're okay. Okay, so it's going to move all of our crafts. Now let's see if there's anything else that we want to bunch of. Something that we have excess of that we need to get rid of. We have 10 hen eggs of our plants, our seeds. We do have a lot of drinks, but I don't really want to. We don't have a ton of cloth, actually. Wood, stone, bars. I mean, I could sell nickel bars, but I think I'm going to hold on to those and do some metal crafting with them. Have cut gems. I could send those. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's all of our cut gems. Sand, no. Blocks, bodywear. We don't have a ton of clothing right now, so I really don't want to send a bunch of extra stuff there. Okay, we're already sending our crafts. Let's see. Wheelbarrows, bins, pots. Bunch of cages sitting around. Barrels and buckets. We have a lot of barrels. But actually, I think most of those contain stuff, so that's okay. Bags, thread, splints, crutches, miscellaneous. Just bar block bins. Okay, so I think that's going to be fine. So that's going to make sure that our trader is requested. Make sure that the traders can get here. So my army of dwarves are going to start moving all that stuff up here. Slowly. There's the traders. And I just basically just have to wait for all of the things to get moved here. Which really shouldn't be. I'm actually not moving a ton, but I'm moving some pretty high value items. So we're just gonna wait here until that string of dwarves stops. I think we're probably good. So let's trade. Go. Okay, so what I did here was I searched for amulets just to make sure that my special amulet sent. And I'm just going to scroll through here and make sure that it's not in there. I'm looking for the italicized one. I don't see it. Oh. So I can... So that icon means it's masterful. Okay, looks like our rough gems got moved up here too, so we're going to have to manually go. Okay. Oh. mark all. Okay, and then go through and manually undo some. Bracelets and scepters. Let's see here. Let's figure. Oh, I did notice that I pull out, like leaning into the screen here. Probably can't. Okay, so there's a splint here, and I want to make sure that we don't trade that splint. So we're going to take that in. Grab everything there except for that splint. So there's a couple splints in there. Okay, same thing. Not going to trade that entire gem. Whoops. Just going to do the cut ones. That. Same thing here. We're not going to trade the entire. Whoops. The entire thing. We're just grabbing the cut gems. Leaving all the rough gems. Okay. That's 720 that we have to trade. So, let's look for anvil. We got 2, let's buy them both. Okay, I'm not sure what that excess weight is. Okay, so let's look at the... Let's see what we got. Looking for breedable pairs of animals here. Unfortunately, they're not really in order, so we're going to have to kind of here. Okay, this is very confusing because they're not. Seems. Dude, we got gypsum here. It's really freaking expensive. Okay, we got some seeds. We definitely want all of those seeds because they are cheap. Heck yes, we are taking them. So it looks like they brought us seeds, they brought us animals, and they brought us gypsum, and that's really it. Huh. Let's grab a couple gypsum. Already got turkeys. Yaks. What are drakes? sheep. Sheep. What about alpacas? We do have some alpacas, so we could grab a male and a female alpaca. Let's go there. That'll give us some animals to shear. What are the other? Let's see. There's a ewe. I assume those are sheep, but I'm not sure. It's a llama. Okay, so if I go shift all, what's that gonna do? Take it? It's at a loss. See, normally I'm used to seeing the ratios down here. I don't see them. Let's off. Okay, I'm just gonna real quick check because that looks different from what I'm seeing. Let's see here. Let's see. It looks like my gems are actually like not really. So I'm going to rating those. Like, I'm not going to get anything out of them. I could give them my rough gems, but I don't really want to. So we're just going to hold on to the gems. Yeah. Okay, so if I'm reading this right, let's see. Yeah, so I've got 711. Let's... Now, is that allowed weight, like how much weight they're willing to trade? It might be that that my trader doesn't actually have enough. Have enough skill to tell what the value of the stuff is. We're just gonna designate all. We're gonna undesignate all of the gems. Goods, finished goods. Gem. So I'm just gonna kind of estimate here. So let's see. So 722 plus 20, so I'm going to say I'm at 740. We're going to take both the handles. Okay. All the seeds. We're going to take just one gypsum. And then there was the alpacas. Is that right? Yeah, I don't think I actually have enough trade value to get the alpacas also. I could get one, but I don't think that would really be beneficial. Let's and all of these animals are actually quite expensive. But if I'm estimating this right, I should be trading at a take that. Okay. I probably got really ripped off there, but hopefully my appraiser has gotten much better and I'll be able to get a better deal. The most important thing for me is I got a bunch of seeds and I got 2 anvils. I think that's really the most important thing, at least for me right now. So so we're gonna call that good. So I'm just thinking here, I want to build a bunch of fortification in my little siege area here. Yeah, Roblox, fine. So my dwarves are gonna kind of muck about and start moving all that stuff. So now that I have a bunch of news. Let's see. So last year we had a whole bunch of kidnapping going on. Looks like we still have a bit. Yep, still have a bunch of kidnapping. Site was conquered. Site was conquered. One was kidnapped. Site was conquered. Site was conquered. More kidnappings, more conquerings. Someone became a mayor. So, last time we had anvils and animals set really high. And then that's all they ended up bringing. So let's think about this. We don't actually need any more anvils. Well, okay, we don't have iron. So we could actually use... We have enough to build 2 workshops. We could use some more anvils. So I think we're going to set those at medium. We could also use iron bars. I've got enough flux down there that I can move the iron up to steel, but I definitely want the iron itself. Let's see. We always like seeds, but yeah, let's do that. Let's increase the seeds. For some reason, I have a really hard time getting through seeds. So yeah, I think that's really it, unless we want to grab some sand. We don't have any sand on in our fort here, if we did end up in a situation where, with glass, where if a dwarf needed some sand or glass for a for a strange mood, kind of be screwed. So it's gonna leave that as is. Then I think that's gonna be fine. So let's hit escape for done. Looking over the documents. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see what they're going to be willing to offer us for craftsmanship. They've finalized the export agreement. So they want hand hides. They really want anvils. Spears, drinks, seeds, goblets, tanned hides, tools, thread, shields, bucklers, girlish meat. So I think what we're going to do maybe is focus on the goblets because that's going to be easy for us to make with the materials that we have. It does say that they want tools, so we might be able to see. Tools are this medium. The two big ones are tanned hides and anvils. I can't make anvils. I don't have material for it. And we might be able to get some tanned hides out of those chickens. But I think the tanned hides are going to be more important for our armor. So we're going to hold off on those. Goblets we can definitely do, though. Goblets are like a second priority. Seeds are pretty high. Like I said, I usually end up with seed shortages. Meat, hairlash, not even sure what that is. So I think goblets are going to be our go-to for this round rating. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this Dwarf workshop. What's going on here? Okay, so I have two Dwarf workshops. One of these should be set with a minimum. Yeah, okay, so this one is supposed to be for work orders. Not allowed to have general orders in the shop. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the rock crafts, and we're going to say make rock mugs instead. Okay. Then we get to build us a forge. Actually, workshop. Metalsmith's forge. We actually have enough anvils to build two, so we might do that. And build it out of Gabbro blocks. And let's dig out space for like so. Come on, miners, where are you at? There we go. Cow has been found starved to death. That's no good. Well, let's butcher it then. Build in second. At so what I want to do with these is set up one of these, be kind of my armor, build armor with, and then set the second one on repeat for my crafting, for my metal crafting. So what we're gonna do is I have a couple guys in here skilled at. We'll have my metal crafter here. So he's just going to do metal crafts, and he's just going to do probably out of nickel bars. So we're going to give him the custom. So going to turn all of his labors, turn on metal crafting, and levers. Stone hauling? Well, he's just going to be crafting full time, so he can just have that. It's fine. Then I need to pick someone to be my armorer. I have someone here who has weaponsmithing. I think that's pretty much all we have for skills there. So we're going to have weaponsmithing and armorsmith. Clear their labor. Weapon and armor. Leave that off. We want pull lever on. For sure. We'll leave him like that for now. He's going to be busy for a while, but then later we're going to have to give him crafter. Okay, so that puts me at 17 minus 4, 14 laborers, which is actually about right for what we're doing. Technically this guy is kind of a crafter, but so is he, but they're not strictly set to crafting, so it's fine. Okay, so I did want to go upstairs outside and build a hive. Thought my beehive's finished. Sworn I had a beehive. Okay, so is one of these done? Any metal smithing. Okay, so they're just waiting on the guys to come construct. Oh, what this guy? He's got this Y on him. Bucket. Not entirely. So a yak calf found dead. I wonder if it's they're not pastured. I bet you that's why. Okay, we're going to set up a pasture zone. Have a pasture zone. And we want to see just the grazing stuff. And put our grazing animals there. At least the ones that aren't have a grazing area. Okay, so I can build more fortification here. You know what? I don't need fortifications. Not really sure what and remove construction. Yeah. We have some migrants. Okay. 34 minutes. So let's take a look at our stocks here. Crossbow. Crossbow. 5, 6. Now 4, 8, 9, 10. I need 2 more bone crossbow. So let's set that up in here. Oh. I'm not going to switch my guys over to I'm not going to switch them over to using metal crossbows until I know that I have enough. Part of the issue. Let's just have a look here. Migrants. 12. Armorer has become... Oh. Oh wow, we've got some really good guys. So we have another doctor. Okay. More doctors. Have a skilled miller. Plant processor. Not terribly exciting. We have a leather worker. That's good. And we have an armorer. Okay. Well, all of these, we're going to set them to unassigned. Like so. I think we're at the point now where it might be useful for us to have a couple more workers. But I want to set doctoring. Let's see. So you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor. Doctors. So let's just set those. Doctor. Doctor. Full. Brewing. That's nice. So we're gonna set you up to be a food service worker. Sure. Service. You're gonna be. I'm actually gonna have you take the place of my other metal. So we're clear all of your assigned. All. Give you blacksmith. Like crafter. Okay, so commit those changes. Let's go over to look by profession here. 28 unassigned. So one of the things that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my unassigned profession, edit it, add fishing, and I'm going to food service, and edit it, add fishing. Go up to food service here. We're going to set these guys to food service, add the fishing there. Set all of these guys to signed. Make sure that I did move my laborer. Here we have another guy who could be another tailor. That would be nice. Set we can set that. That's fine. Give you all of the skill set. Crafter. And I'm actually going to go and for line that your hauling skills. Item. That. Now, I think I have this guy here. I have him set as a weaponsmith, but I think what we're actually going to do is change him. So we have 28 minus 1, 5, 6 kids. We have 22 haulers out of 62 dwarves. Alright, I think that's gonna be okay. Alright, we're just gonna unpause for a second here because I want to see what this guy's doing. Had a strange mood guy hit. That could be interesting. Okay, so we're gonna set this back one here. Set up the profile for it. Going to minimum skill to use this is going to be efficient. Labor restricted. Let's see. Did work orders. So we're allow everything except for metal crafting. Disallow general work order. Add a task. Do other object. Full goblets on repeat. And of course, he's claimed a metalsmith. Let's see what he wants. Rough color, cloth thread, free life, rough color. Okay, so I think we should have everything that he needs. So he's grabbing some bars. He's gonna go grab some gems. Like some rough gems. He's gonna need cloth. He's gonna need wood. He's going to get some cloth. Okay, so he got the cloth that he needs. And now he's getting wood. Getting else. More gems. Okay. More gems. Oh my, he's grabbing lots of gems. Okay, he's got everything he needs. Great. Okay, looks like we are out of ammo. Let's add a new task. Cut. Raise. Let's have some of those. I think if it shows up in that list, that means that you have it. About not having the items that I could be wrong on that. Cloth, a lot of cloth that's getting made. A lot of plants that are getting planted. That's good. That's probably because we now have the extra seeds. We're just gonna wait and see what artifact this guy makes, and then we're gonna call this an episode. What's going on? Burrowed clay. Oh, interesting. This is set to inactive. Oh. Need both of these guys set to active. My soldiers actually... Are they just standing around? If I recall, we had... Our mayor had some stuff going. Let's have a look at him. Needs a office, quarters, and a dining room. So, start getting him that stuff. So we've got some room set up here, so let's just make these three adjacent. No, we're gonna give him a nested nested area here. So set him to one. He needs an office. He needs a quarters. And a dining room. So we're just going to set him up like that. We're going to give him a table. Chair. And then that first room there is going to be his office. So it's going to be office, dining room. I could set the office and the dining room to be the same room, but I'd rather not. He doesn't have to be set up. Okay, he has created Rukol, a copper mail shirt. We have an artifact mail. Okay, let's have a look. Description. This is a copper mail shirt. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with cave spider silk and encircled with bands of cushion-cut violet specerites. This object menaces with spikes of pink garnet, almond wood, and violet specerite. On the item is of submerged old copper mail shirt in copper. So this is funny. This is a copper mail shirt, and engraved on it is the image of another artifact copper mail shirt. Wow. That is hilarious. Okay, so I want to forbid all of these. Apparently we have, someone must have brought some scrolls with them. Parchment scrolls. Okay. So, let's go up here. Settings on this stockpile. Bid for that, we're just going to put the armor in here. And it's going to be artifact quality armor. And then theoretically someone should move it up there. Otherwise it's just going to sit in the workshop. I might have to go and look and see exactly how to do that. How to move artifacts to a specific spot. Because I've been trying to do that without really any luck. Yeah. I have to do that. What is... There's this thing that's been sitting in my food stockpile forever. Eggcorn. You have to press acorns before they're useful? You do. Press seeds nuts to paste. Profile. I don't. Extra. Arter. I might have to set up a nuts spot so the only nuts end up. So we're gonna unsuspend the nickel goblets. I have nickel bars. It probably got 191 nickel bars. Plenty of nickel bars. It probably got suspended when we had our artifact happen. Alright, we are at like 50 minutes here, which is hecka long. So we are going to call that an episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. We had a lot of exciting stuff happen this time. around. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more like this, and feel free to share this video around with other people who might like this sort of content. If you have any comments for me, leave a comment in the diddly-do down below. And just a heads up, we do have I have enough content now to last me through the weekend. So this weekend I hope to get another tutorial video out. I'm either going to be starting a tutorial series on setting up defenses for your fortress, or I'm going to be doing something on the textiles industry. And the textiles industry might end up being a bit longer, or might be split into two, because there are a lot of different sources that you can get materials for textiles. And with the defenses, that's going to be minimum 3 separate videos. That's going to be something for building fortifications. It's going to be something for building fortifications and basic traps. It's going to be one for doing advanced traps where you're dealing with like magma pools and that kind of stuff. And then one for military stuff. Just organizing of squads and all that. All the stuff that I've been struggling with the last few episodes. So be looking for those. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.